It's nice to be nice podcast.
All right, well, you can't go up that high and not tell me ahead of time because I can't keep up. I'm an alto.
You're an alto?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, we are back. We are
You're
on.
a baritone.
We're on YouTube.
That's not what it's called.
A baritone.
Baritone. You're a baritone.
How dare you?
Okay, go ahead. We're on YouTube and what? Drinking piss out of cups.
And audio. This is our second YouTube episode. We're very excited. If you watched last time, I'm still recovering.
And if you're not seeing this on YouTube, something went wrong.
Yeah, if you're not seeing this on YouTube, Benton didn't edit it because Benton's too busy, and I don't know how. So, but you'll edit it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like now you're trying to pressure me in front of people, so I have to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. Like you'll do it, right? Like you promise you'll do it. Like do you pinky promise swear? Say swear. Say swear.
Monday, right? Yeah.
Are you saying swear or no?
Swear it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm really excited to ask you your thoughts
Oh my God, I'm scared.
The Mario movie.
The Mario movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was one. I knew there was a Mario World at Universal now.
Yeah. But totally, there's a movie too. The Super Mario movie.
Is it going to be like struggles between brothers? Like, is Luigi feeling like a lesser
they've
person?
already
Is it going to be like Hamlet, but for...
It's Chris Pratt as Mario.
It's me, Chris
They
Pratt.
don't do that voice anymore.
Oh, why?
Because I'm sure people didn't like it.
Oh.
Would you like someone mimicking your voice as an entire culture?
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I'm Irish, so...
So people often go, potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't, because it's not even an Irish accent. Why are you lying?
I'm a liar.
Okay, but what do you... Listen, this is the real question.
Okay.
So the Mario movie's coming out.
Mm-hmm. When?
I don't know.
Who's Luigi?
They're not sponsoring this. I don't care.
Who's
Listen,
Luigi?
I don't know.
Who's Princess Peach? Who's Yoshi?
I don't know.
Who's the Toad?
Yoshi's not in the movie.
Why?
Because that's a different thing.
All right, sorry.
Anyways.
It's all made up, so I just assumed I could...
Yeah, everything's made up.
Okay.
That's the thing about reality is it can be different. Listen, what... Stop talking so I can ask the question.
Okay,
Jesus.
sorry.
The rage I feel that I have kept in for years.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know, do you or would you
Yeah.
fuck, marry, kill Mario, Luigi, Bowser?
Fuck Mario, marry Luigi, kill Bowser.
Kind of black and white, I guess.
I mean, I didn't
It's just a little boring. It's just the boring take. I'm just saying.
No, the boring take would be marry Mario, fuck Luigi, kill Bowser.
That's what you just said.
No, I didn't. I said I'd
Oh
fuck.
my God.
I said no, I'm sorry. The normal take would be fuck Luigi, marry Mario, kill Bowser. My answer was fuck Luigi.
That's
No,
the same level of boring to
No,
me.
it's not. It's going for the younger brother, like the Prince Harry.
They're not brothers.
Mario and Luigi are brothers.
They're cousins.
They're brothers.
Google it.
No.
Because you know I'm right?
Well, because I don't care enough.
Yeah, well, it's reminiscent.
What is yours? Yours would be marry Bowser because he's misunderstood and he lives in a castle.
No, I would have the same answer you had.
Then why was mine boring?
I mean, mine's boring too.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying my answer's better. I'm just saying that that's a boring answer on both ends. We're both just pieces of shit boring.
Eat shit.
You know what I mean? Because like if the options would have been like, I mean, like in a perfect world, I would have different options. But
Okay, tell us. Guess what? It's all made up, so you can have them.
No. I asked the question. I have to stick to the rules.
Okay. All right.
I know you might not want to abide by rules, but I want to.
I like rules for other people, not for myself.
Yeah. You know what that's called?
Brattiness.
No, it's called being a dictator.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, that sounds pretty good to me.
Oh, now you're into dicks? Listen.
I can't with you. All right.
It's never ending.
So now that
I never stop.
No, you never. You're like the Energizer Bunny.
Thank you.
So now that I've answered the age-old eternal question of fuck, marry, kill Bowser, Mario, Luigi.
Yeah, I want to now dive into a different category with you.
Okay.
Something else we've touched on with people here and there.
Okay.
But for anyone that doesn't know, you recently have come out and accused me and tried to ruin my relationship with my dear friend by saying that I was in love with them, which we all know is the one heavy hammer of LGBTQ straight male relationship killer.
Oh my God! That is so irritating. I'm so irritated with you. That is so unfair. I understand that I have a lot. I understand that I have a lot to learn about being an ally. I understand that it's not your job or anyone else's job to teach me. I get it. But I don't think it's unreasonable when someone as dramatic as you is posting, what's it like to fall in love with your best friend? Would you rather fall in love with your best friend?
Are you going to hit me on camera?
Would you rather fall in love with your best friend or die? I'd rather die. I love my friend. What was I supposed to think? You often communicate via like vague messages on social media.
Stop. I'm sorry I keep laughing at the microphone, but this shit, you are so funny. So anyways,
it's so annoying. After I ruined your friendship,
No. You didn't ruin it. You attempted.
Which is even worse, because then I failed.
Bury you.
Bury me.
That's so fucking funny. Okay, so since you're really big into playing, a therapist, a love advocate, I wanted to read you some signs that therapists say people have when they're falling in love with someone. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to see.
Is it constantly posting on Instagram? I think I'm in love with my best friend.
I think that you're taking social media maybe too seriously.
I think that you need to stop using it as a vague way to communicate, like an 8th grader with an AIM message.
I'm an 8th grader?
Yep.
Let's see who called their mom the most today.
Because some 8th graders don't even talk to their mom. They don't even like their moms.
Yeah, the ones who can do stuff on their own. So anyways, these are some of the signs that people might be falling in love and what it would look like. And I just want to know if you think I'm exhibiting these signs as my dear close friend. Mm-hmm. This is so fun. Do you feel that there is a charged and euphoric presence in me when I'm around this person?
No, you're so rude to him. But I think that's your love language.
Oh, I'm not rude to you.
Yes, you are.
Girl, I need a side by side of my lives because they are just traveling over.
That is the meanest thing you could ever say, and you won't stop saying it.
I've had a lot of beers. Okay, I feel like I can't wait to see them again and often talk about them.
No, you never want to see him unless you want him to do something for you. This is already a full-blown relationship. You're already married.
Okay, you know who does light up with excitement and who does talk about them all the time?
Me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, everything feels less exciting to me when they're not around.
How would I know that? How can I say that is true for you?
I thought you knew so much.
I know. I would like a show of internet hands.
But not the internet hands.
I just don't understand why it is so out of the realm of possibility that someone who does communicate via sub Instagram posts.
I communicate many ways. I have many communication styles.
Okay, well, one of them is when you were going through a tumultuous time a little bit ago about something specific, you would post very specific things about it. So
I don't remember.
Okay, well, how convenient. And the thing is that like it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Why are we so upset about it if it's not outside the realm? It seems like we're getting really heated.
I'm heated because it's a reasonable thing to infer.
Yeah, no one said it wasn't.
You did.
I didn't say it was unreasonable.
You accused me of perpetuating.
No, I just said that is something that could happen.
Oh my God! You know what else could happen? I could jump out a fucking window, and while I'm falling out of the window, say this is Benton's fault.
Yeah, but no one hear you.
Well, they would if I was loud enough.
Oh, so now you're planning it. That sounds like a planned attempt at assassination towards me and my character.
But for background, Benton has a very good friend who is straight.
Who doesn't?
Okay, he's a great guy. I mean, he's just like
according to Emily.
He's such a good friend to you. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, we were stranded in a parking lot, and he came and helped us.
But whose fault was that? Maybe he came for you.
He moves you apart. Whenever you need to move, you're like, you're ever like, he's got to come out. We'll call him Bob. Bob's got to come out. You're like, Bob's got to move me. It's like, no, he doesn't. He's just your good friend.
I didn't say he has to move me.
Yes, you do.
I've never said anyone has to do anything unless it's a joke. Okay,
well, but he does. Like
but maybe he wants to run away.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought you might have a crush on him.
Ugh, disgusting. Anyways, here we go. So, do you think that not him? He's not disgusting.
Right.
Crushes are.
Crushes are. Yeah.
I don't mind making sacrifices for them.
No, you don't sacrifice for anyone.
Lies and vicious rumors.
You're a good friend. I'm joking.
I often fantasize about having sex with them and verbalize it.
For sure. That is for sure.
That, you know what? I understand where the confusion happened. It's all the talking about that, and you know what? My bad. I'm gonna go back. You know what? I think you're right, guys. I'm so sorry, and I do have a huge crush. So sorry, Emily. I forgot about that.
Yep. You're welcome. I reminded you.
So I guess we can move right along.
Keep going.
No, we're good. I think we've nailed that topic. I want to know. These are some questions. You know, I just realized that now we don't know everything about each other, obviously.
Oh, okay.
And so I want to make sure that we're really getting to know each other the best of our, like the best we can. Because I think the better we know each other, the better we can joke, the better we. Right. I mean, there's not much we don't know at this point. Right. Don't you love people start talking like that out of nowhere when they're doing my videos? Like, I mean, what could we possibly not know? Like do you need
me here? Yeah.
Like you become a character. Like,
yeah.
Oh, hold up now. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was. Can you? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyways, so these are some questions that the internet. Not wrong.
Okay.
Says that all friends should know about each other.
Oh, wild. Okay. That's why. I mean, I can't believe that exists. Like, that's crazy.
The internet's crazy.
Oh,
so I can't believe there's a list on the internet. It's so fucking crazy. What movie? The internet says this is the number one thing I need to know about you if we're gonna be good friends. Crazy. What movie or show do you keep rewatching?
See, I don't do that. Once I see something, I'm done. I've watched it. I don't redo. I don't rehash.
This goes back to the hobby thing. How you have no hobbies.
Yeah, none.
That require you coming back to something.
Right. I just don't, like, if I like something, I've seen it, I'm over it. I'm done.
How do you maintain friendships?
Well, friends are different every day. Like, they're not the same. It's not the same show every time.
They're different every day? That does describe a lot of our friends.
Well, but what I'm saying is, like, it's different. It's not, I don't know what's going to happen all the time with a friend. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't think that's unreasonable. Okay, what about you?
Okay, something I will currently I rewatch. I'm rewatching The Vampire Diaries.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you know Rick Cosnett on The Vampire Diaries?
No.
That's my good friend. I love you, Rick.
So, cool. I rewatched that because I like it because it's very high stakes drama, a lot of cliffhangers.
Oh yeah, vampires always high stakes.
I want that adrenaline rush. Yeah. The CW does a great job at cliffhangers and making you be like, what the fuck? Where's the next one?
Yeah, like telenovelas.
Yeah, so drama. Okay, the other one is what made you choose the life you have now?
I didn't.
Yeah,
it happened to me.
Could you imagine sitting down with someone you just met and goes, so why did you choose your life?
Yeah. How does anyone choose their life?
I ended up here, bitch. This is the bus stop.
Yeah, here I am.
I have to get to work.
This is where I got dropped off.
My mom left me here. Like, what the hell do you mean? This is a nunnery.
I think I think that lesson is there is we're supposed to actively choose our lives, and you and I have not.
I actually chose to not engage in that question if someone asked me. I would be like, what?
Yeah, that's a good way to know if someone's going to be your friend is if they ask you that question, because then you know, no, you're not.
Yeah, I'd be like, first of all, if someone asked me a question, I'd be like, well, we're not going to work out.
Yeah.
I don't know why are you talking to me first thing right off the bat?
Right. You're going to ask me something? We just met each other. Yeah. Okay.
Another one is, what was your favorite childhood game? Oh, easy.
I liked Skip It and Bop It.
So things you had to follow instructions for.
No, like Skip It, Skip It.
Where you had to get a certain number of skips to win.
Yeah, but it hurt.
The best thing of all is there's a counter on this
ball. But it ripped your ankle up real bad.
Yeah, it's a joke. Bop Its were cool, but Bop Its were Lily Simon Says for people who had no friends.
Oh, no, it's not. Twist It, Pull It, Bop It. That's not
You're
Simon
being told what to do. That's Lily Simon Says.
Okay, first of all, I have a Bop It at my house that
I
is...
have the Britney Spears.
I have a Bop It at my house that is over 30 years old, and it just ran out of batteries. Shout out Bop It. That's impressive.
Yeah,
I wish we could get that on this thing that we use for the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
All right, what's your favorite childhood game?
I loved, I had a couple. When I was a kid, I loved Hungry Hippos.
I love Hungry Hippos.
I took it a little too literally.
Do you know what? You can play human Hungry Hippos. I did it with my nieces and nephews.
I've done it my whole life.
I did it with my nieces and nephews where you like put them, you hold them by their feet and you give them a paper bowl and they get like balls and it was so fun.
I don't want no part of that. I don't want to.
Yeah, well, I'd be joyous. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, holding children by their feet. What a joy. Fucking freak. Okay,
Hungry Hippos. I loved that
I loved
too.
freeze tag.
Oh, I hated that. I don't like
loved
running.
freeze tag. Anything where I got to run and then freeze, you better stop it.
I also liked Red Rover because you got to sometimes hold a boy's hand.
Ew,
in elementary school. What was it? Oh, I loved.
Could you imagine slut-shaming someone for playing that game? Ew, dirty little slut! You're holding boys' hands now.
I loved.
Hooters,
I also loved Candyland, but my dad would rig Candyland, and he'd put Queen Frostine, like he'd shuffle the cards and put Queen Frostine on the top, so it was like the second card we pulled, and then the game would be over. And he'd be like, "Great game, girls," and then be done.
Did you ever play Pretty Pretty Princess?
Did I play Pretty Pretty Princess? Yes, I did.
That game had a lot of layered issues, huh?
Yeah, Mall Madness. You might be too young for that.
Rat. What's the rat maze?
Oh no, Mousetrap. Mousetrap. I loved
Rat maze. Remember Rat Maze?
Wait, my life. Remember putting out? I remember like
never put out.
Setting Mousetrap up was a production.
Oh, I didn't do that fucking shit. That was not a game for me.
Oh,
I wanted Uno. I wanted something I could change the rules at a moment's notice.
My mom would be like, "All right, we'll get Mousetrap out," and it was like, "Yes." Remember Topple? Like you topple those.
No, I remember I didn't. I absorbed my twin, so I had no one to play all these games with. So I did a lot of solo activities.
I was accused of absorbing my twin.
Oh wow, I can't have anything.
Did you know that the doctor that delivered me or did my amniocentesis on my mom was later arrested for aborting non-white babies and inseminating himself, his own sperm.
He inseminated himself?
That is advancement. He inseminated his patients with his own sperm. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. My doctor that delivered me got fired.
Why?
Because
he dropped you on your head?
Yes, but that's not why. He also cut my cheek with a scalpel and broke my collarbone.
What?
And blacked my eye. But anyways, he got fired because he wanted to go on a vacation, and this is what I heard. He wanted to go on a vacation, and a couple patients' babies died because he left them in utero too long because he didn't come back from vacation to deliver them and told them to wait.
Wait, but your body would push. That's insane. That's like
that's not the
science.
Case for everyone.
Yes, it is. Your body.
You think everyone can easily deliver a baby with no problem?
But I think that they can go to the hospital and see a different doctor.
Yeah, they could have, but most people trust their doctor that they've been with.
But your body tells you when it's time.
Well, that's just what happened.
Evict it.
So the babies died because they ended up pooping inside there and then dying from the toxins.
Oh God, that's awful.
And then he didn't have a job anymore. And I said, you know what?
Just like me.
I said, karma always gets them.
Yeah, that's the worst karma.
I said, you want to black my eye as a baby?
Oh yeah.
Let's see if you fucking have a job.
That
later.
was the karma. Yeah. That was what the karma.
The Lord is for me, therefore who could be against me?
Right. The Lord was like, forget these dead babies. Benton got a black eye. Have you ever watched a baby be delivered?
I had other problems too.
Have you ever watched a baby be delivered?
Yeah, so much. We talked about this on the Meghan Trainor episode. Good for you, remember?
Do you think I watched that? Do you think I watched that show?
You were there.
No, I wasn't. I was there.
Yet. And it was, I watched it all the time.
But you've been in the room when a baby's been delivered?
No, but I've watched videos of it online.
Okay, well,
I watched a lady give birth in a creek. I watched a lady give birth to a dolphin.
I watched my sister.
I wanted to be a neonatal surgeon. That's not
right.
Weird.
I watched my sister give birth to my nephew, and it was shocking. Like, you know,
to you maybe, but we've noticed that you are shocked by many a thing that are not shocking.
You know, I'm sorry. If you watch a human come out of another human's vagina, that is shocking.
You didn't want to watch a human go in a human's vagina earlier.
Yeah, I don't like porn. I don't know what to tell you.
Porn
is not childbirth.
But it's part with the prequel.
All right, let me explain something.
It's the prequel.
You know how yeah, all babies come from porn. You know how
you heard it here first. That's good merch, actually.
Yeah. That's the Cabbage Patch.
We could literally throw a shit ton of merch that said all babies come from porn. That is so fucking funny.
So you know when you hold a baby, they always tell you to be so careful with the head.
Yeah.
Like if you hold a baby, they're like the head. When my sister was giving birth, I like sat down by the doctor. I was like front row. I was like, gotta see this.
But that's different. What you're about to say.
Well, listen to me. So when Max was coming out of my sister, the doctor was holding his head.
Of course.
Like and like pulling him up and down by his fucking head.
But it's because the baby's bones and everything are all soft during delivery. So once they're out, their bones start to harden up. That's why you're being
horrifying.
Careful. But during the time of birth, they're like pieces of Play-Doh.
Oh my God. I'd never seen. I was starting yelling.
Did it to you too?
I started yelling at him. I said, "You're being too rough," and then I had to leave.
Of course you did. You are everywhere with that.
Okay.
Can I tell you
something else? When the beep started beeping and the labor was starting, because
I hate when the beeps start beeping.
We'd been hanging out for so long, just
when you give me a choo-choo to beep beep.
We'd been watching Hocus Pocus, because it was October, we were just killing so much time for this, waiting for the baby to come. And then everything started going really fast, and I heard someone just open. You know when someone opens up a trash bag and just opens it and puts air. I go, what the fuck is that for? And they just open it at the end of the bed because that's what comes out of a woman's body. In addition to the baby. Oh my God. Fucking wild. Never seen
Can't believe
anything
that's
like it in my
shocking.
life.
It's shocking how much you don't know about your own body.
It is
It makes me
shocking.
sad.
I know.
Do you
I
feel
don't.
like a lot of people have that, or is it like a you thing?
I don't think it's. I think it's a lot of people.
Not shaming you, just asking.
No. When you like, because when you go to the gynecologist, like there are all those models of like.
Every time I go to the gynecologist, filled with fucking models.
Because here's no.
Tyra, Adriana, Naomi.
Yeah, Tyra's
I'm like
the
Naomi.
number one model.
I can't compete with that, Naomi.
No,
Get
I
outta
just
here.
mean like those plastic foam, like a scientific.
Nerf
you know,
guns or your
no, it's like a.
beanbags.
Okay, another thing is when one thing I really learned a lot
Just
about.
tell us one thing.
One thing I learned really about my body is when I froze my eggs and my doctor was explaining to me like follicles and egg release and everything. I was like, no fucking way.
What were you doing? Were you just like running after like someone's approval your whole life, or like
What does that have to do with not knowing about my reproductive
Well, most
system?
people don't learn about themselves when they're chasing someone else. So that's where I got that from.
But reproductive system in particular, like a
lot of that is attached to like your own, like you obviously didn't care. Well, I'm not saying you obviously didn't care, but I'm saying. Like,
but I also don't know what cholesterol is. I have high cholesterol. I had to Google what that means. Do you know what I'm saying?
So is
like
it more neglecting? Or?
It's just like I don't know. I just didn't look into it.
No, that makes sense. A lot of the time, especially like the generation we grew up in, there was like a lot of stressors, and I think that there's not now, but there was. I think that people kind of like latched on to like focusing on one thing, whether it be a job or school or something, and let everything else fall the wayside. We were all like, I just have to get this one thing right, and I'll figure the rest out later.
Well, also, I mean, maybe I am a freak, but like if someone gave me the human body and was like, label every organ, I could get lungs and heart, and I'm pretty sure that's all I could get for sure.
You couldn't label like
the way if you got a state map of empty states, I could do like Florida.
I could do the body better than that.
I could do California, Florida, New York.
Like you didn't do the whole
Maryland.
look at your coochie in a mirror thing?
Never. But I did see fried green tomatoes.
Yeah. But
Tawanda.
you could label that, right? You could label all the, well, I don't know. The penis situation you had earlier.
Yeah.
But you could label that? Labia majora, labia minora.
No. I don't. Majora, no. I don't know. I really don't know what we're talking about.
Good for you. Ignorance is bliss, girl. Do you ever wish you could, or you just don't care about that?
Here's the thing.
Not that specific body
part. I can Google it.
I know, but that's where I get that makes me way more nervous than knowing stuff. Like looking at my own body and trying to figure things out is way less nerve-wracking than Googling what something means on the internet, because immediately they're like, you're gonna die.
Right, but that's not in terms of looking up like body parts.
Sure, I could be like, because if you don't know what you're looking up, if you're typing in what's the big lip outside the little lip, they're gonna be like, you're dead.
That's not true.
What's not true?
Well, I do think that it hurt me when I was freezing my eggs, because I was spending all this money and not understanding the science of it. As much as my doctor tried to explain it, I was like, okay. Every time someone tries to explain something to me, I just tune out. But I think if I had understood more of what my body was doing and what it needed, like I could have gotten more eggs, because I only got 7 eggs. And I think if I had...
That's a lot, though, right?
No, they want you to get like 15.
They want you, when I froze my, we're just giving all of our information out. When I froze my,
green sperm.
When I froze my green sperm, it was, they were like, you have a very low sperm count. And I was like, doubtful. And they were like, no, it's like really low. And I was like, I don't believe that.
Yeah, you're a liar.
But it
I
was.
like a second
and
opinion.
So I had to go so many times to the donation clinic, and they were like, we got 2. And I was like, 2?
Yeah.
I said, those 2 better be doing the damn thing, girl.
Those 2 better be geniuses.
They better be waltzing their way to the egg.
Yeah.
But she was like, we want to have 12, which is low for most
12,
people. Most people get like 40
12 tadpoles?
vials.
Oh my God.
Most people, and you only get so many, but like most people get like, she's like, some people get like 40 or 60. I was like, who are they? And then some people get like a handful.
Yeah.
And I was like below the handful. And I was like, girlfriend, what do you want me to do about it?
Right,
like,
right.
Should I eat more steak?
Yeah, spinach, what?
And she was like, well, you have to just come more frequently unless you want to increase your testosterone. I was like, I don't.
Do you mean come there more frequently?
Both. And you have to go in this little room. It was like, first of all, I'm as we have established through the last episode, I'm not a prude, but I
couldn't do it.
They were
in an
very
office?
Nice. They were incredibly nice. Also, it was under construction. So I had to go through all this construction area, like, and then I had to go in this little tiny room that had literally a sink. I mean, it was like a closet. It wasn't a room. It had a sink, a paper towel rack, like a pleather chair you see like just it's like a little like like the metal back chairs. It's
Yeah,
just, like, very generic,
yeah.
like you would see in an old diner. One of those, a TV on like one of the rolling mounts that you would
Oh,
get in
like
school,
elementary school.
a code stuck to the wall for porn, a
What
TV
do you mean
remote,
a code? Like for
like
the
to
Wi-Fi?
watch to watch free porn because they have like a bunch of catalog of porn. Which
Oh.
I don't know who's doing that. I was like, I have a phone. I can
Yeah,
manage.
yeah.
And then you have to like put these like toilet seat cover, but for the chair for you to sit your butt on. And you usually don't have to, but I did. And then you basically have to like jerk off into this cup, but you can't get any other fluid in the cup, and you also can't use lube or anything. You have to jerk off like dry. And I was like, girl, I don't even like to do that to begin with.
Yeah.
And they were like, and she was like, well, that's what you have to do. And I had to do it over and over, and I had to come out and be like, hi, here's this cup of Sperm, and I just want to leave it right here.
Wait.
And you have to ring a bell. So you put the cup down on the thing, and then you're like, ding, and someone comes to the window and goes, they asked you 2 questions. I forgot. The questions are like, oh, did all of the specimen get in the cup? And I was like, I hope so.
Yeah, you're like, no, some's in my pocket.
And then they were like, well, I guess some people just start shooting all willy nilly everywhere, and they have to go clean the room after or something. And then they were like, also, and then the other question was, I don't know, something else that wasn't as stuck out of my head. And then I had to make another appointment. They would call me that afternoon. They would be like, hi, we're calling for Benton, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes, please, let's get through this.
Yeah.
And they were like, so out of your load, they don't call it a load. They call it something else. But they're like, out of your load.
Out of your bukkake.
They were like, out of your facial, we got
one pearl.
We got 1 vial. And I was like, are you fucking joking me? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, like I'm like I just started panicking. She's like, ma'am, sir, please stop. And so literally I had to go back over and over and over until finally they got 12. And you have to pay every time you go, by the way. So every time you go,
that's how my
it's like $140 to like come. And
Yeah.
I was like,
could you like do it at home and bring it?
no, because it has to be. So I asked this.
Yeah.
I was like, can I just like mail this to you or some shit?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, because it has to be basically hot and fresh
Right.
before it gets frozen. So they need it real quick.
Yeah.
So you can do a drop off at only certain locations and only within a certain time frame, and it's so iffy. I'm just like, let me just come. Oh. And I was always the only person there, which was thank God. And you have to also you meet so many people. I was like, why do I have to talk to so many of you? There were so many people to meet. And then you have to fill this paperwork out being like, okay, like, do you want us to freeze these eggs for a year? These sperm, whatever they are.
Yeah.
These tadpoles for a year, 2 years, 1 year,
Yeah.
3 months. I was like, forever until I get them back.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay.
Is there an
I did get a discount.
Oh.
Because they do like, it was really nice of them. They do like, I guess for like LGBTQ people, they like,
oh, cool.
they discount their stuff because it takes more to have a baby. And so
that's awesome.
I don't know if that's everywhere or just them, but it was nice they did it. And
so this would be the case of anyone doing like IVF, anyone with a penis would have to do this.
Well, I mean, I don't know. People do it because like they just want their sperm to be young and more vital, you know?
Right.
You can do that.
But also like...
Also, a lot of people never donating, not doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I was doing my own thing.
Right,
like,
right.
Out.
But it's also like if I ended up using one of my eggs, my partner would have to go and do that too.
Yeah.
To have sperm in like a separate vial.
You have to do that, and then or a lot of people do it if they're like starting HRT, like hormone replacement.
Oh yeah,
like estrogen kills
to save your
what is the word? It not neuters you, but it sterilizes you.
Yeah.
And so if you have them frozen, you don't have to worry about that process as well.
Smart.
And also like if you're doing that early, I mean it makes sense because it would keep your sperm younger and healthier to begin with, like just like eggs.
But I feel like, I don't think male sperm.
It's not always the same, but there's complications to everything getting older.
Right,
so it's just better to have.
But I don't think it because you see like Robert De Niro having like a perfectly healthy kid. At
sure, but that's
78.
not always the case either. So it's just like.
But also, you make sperm. People with penises make sperm their whole life. I mean, if they're not, they aren't on HRT, but like they make sperm your whole life. Like you're born with a set number of eggs, which is so crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Think of all the people in that vial. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
think
of all the potential like you could have a Barack Obama in there. You could have a Charles Manson in there. You could have a Stephen Hawking in there. You could have a Chris Evans in there. Like, that's crazy.
I don't think any of those are in mine.
Well, you don't know.
I think mine are all like Chuck E. Cheese mouses and Barneys.
Oh my God, that's so stupid. Barney got a makeover.
I know. I don't really like it.
I don't either.
I'm not. Fashion plates, not giving it 10s. But yeah, the whole process of freezing your sperm was very like, I was like, this is it. Also, when you get there, because of like COVID and stuff now, which this is fine, but like you have to like put your face up to this little like screen and be like, hi, I'm here to donate or deliver or whatever. It sounds insane. Well, and they buzz you in, but you have to say it. I'm like, I don't want to know this.
What are your thoughts on sperm donation?
I mean, it was cool and fun and fresh, I guess.
No, I mean, what do you like? Would you ever donate your sperm?
No.
Right, but
why? I think it's great. I mean, I think it's cool and fun. Well, because I barely got any to begin with out of me.
But if that weren't
so it
the
was
case,
taken all. I guess if I had buku's of bukkake, then I mean, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I
just don't think I could because I listen. I just know that I'd be like, "What are you doing with my baby?"
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be my baby, and I would need to get over that.
Yeah.
And also, I would just like, I don't know. I just it never crossed my mind. I think it's a great thing to do. I think it's amazing.
I feel like more men do it than women, and I guess that's my guess.
You have to carry the baby.
Well, no, you don't. You can donate an egg without carrying a baby. Like
True, but I'm saying, do you think that more men donate it because it's less? Most women are going to. I don't think most, but I would say a lot of people that we see, like at least in movies and television and what's presented to us, is women going to get sperm, and men are just dropping it off. They're not ever going to get an egg. Have you ever seen that in a movie?
No, but what I'm saying, I think the reason that I would be more hesitant to do it is because there's a finite amount of eggs.
Yeah, but they also give you like what, $14,000 per egg?
No, 30. You can get like 30.
Yeah, well, it's like $100 a vial of sperm.
Yeah. Well, but that's like proving our point. It's like more men do it than women, I guess, because they.
But also, there's a lot of rules to donate sperm. I didn't know that because when they were asking me like if I wanted to donate, I was like, no, thank you. And they were like, you have to have like, there's a lot of like, I think that you have to have like a college education. There's like, you have to be like,
really,
because they want like the best specimen,
I guess. As if that.
So it's like, I think you have to write down your height and stuff on there. I don't remember because I skipped all over it, but she did ask a lot of questions that I was like, what?
Jesus.
I'm gonna be like, no, I don't. Like, what would I fill out on that thing? Well, one time I had a job, now I don't.
What? I was watching Love is Blind this past season on Netflix, and one of the women had donated 35 eggs. Like she had donated
35 eggs.
Well, because if you start because she did it while she was in college, like you have that many eggs.
Do they even let you donate that many? Isn't it like a big deal to take an egg out?
I mean, I don't think so. She donated fucking 35 eggs.
I thought the reason there were more money is because also the procedure was a lot. You had to like it was a lot more to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's other people involved. You can't just like do it at home. You know what I mean?
I could.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get up on this table. No.
Does anyone have any pliers?
I'll use these two straws.
Did you
know?
Vape. Speaking of, did you know that LGBTQ men cannot donate blood to the American Red Cross?
Yeah, I've been informed.
That is wild to me.
Yeah, because when we were in high school, we would have blood drives, and one of the questions they asked you when you were in high school, trying to not be killed, they'll be like, "Are you gay?" Like, why are you yelling?
That is crazy.
Obviously,
to me.
But it's just like, yeah, of course it's crazy. It's because the risk
when I heard that, I was like, "Are you like?" I couldn't believe it, especially when there's blood shortages or like that's great. Like, why are they shooting themselves in the foot? Do you know what I mean? Like turning away people that want to donate their blood.
Because it was riskier one of the time, but most of the time the answer to questions like that, why are they rude to LGBTQ people and nobody else, is because they hate them. Oh.
But like, I don't know. That I had only learned that a couple years ago and I was shocked.
That's shocking. Did you see the thing where whatever that state is trying to make it where like you're not allowed to like give kids names that are like not matching their gender they were born with, or like nicknames
okay, fine.
And stuff.
That's like crazy. That's just like crazy politics. I'm talking about like life or death. I'm talking about
from the same place.
I'm talking about like life or death situations. Like someone is trying to save someone's life by donating blood, and you're saying like no because you're gay. Like that's insane to me.
Well, they think the blood is going to have AIDS. That's where that comes
from. Right.
From.
No, I understand, but not anymore. Like it's not an epidemic among the gay community. Like it's everywhere. You know, like
because you're everywhere to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it is insane. It's totally crazy. I think London just revoked theirs, where now that's not the case.
Yeah, and also they test all the blood anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Like
that was the big. That was
insane.
I like that you're fighting fights from the 80s. You're like, and this is wild. It's like, where were you back then? Like, what were you doing?
I was a baby.
Well, that must have been nice.
Yeah, I would love. We've talked about this before. I'd love to be a baby.
Do you think you're not? Do you ever say like I'm baby?
No.
Do you ever do the daddy thing in bed?
Never, ever.
It's like Okay.
Okay, here, this is weird. I call my own dad daddy sometimes.
It's very southern. My family, mine's mom and daddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
dad. I call my dad dad.
so as a result, it would never, I don't understand.
But it never sounds like daddy. I'm almost like, diddy.
If I say,
Mama,
I say,
daddy.
Danny.
It's never like, ew.
Like if I'm complaining about something.
You're like, Daddy, I want to go to goose.
Daddy, I want
a squirrel.
Daddy, I want a horse.
And he's like, you are a horse. You're like, oh, Daddy, so rude.
Daddy. No, I don't understand the daddy phenomenon. Or I don't understand. Phenomenon. I don't understand. What's the etymology of that? I'm very obsessed with, like, I need to stop saying that, but like where things came from. Like, where did that come from? That someone wanted to fuck their dad?
No, it probably came from the term daddy issues. And then if you're with someone who's like an older
all
dude,
right, that makes sense.
Like, oh my God, you're my daddy, like as a joke. But then it became like a thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't do
what
that.
I'm assuming. I mean, I'm just
That's actually a really good guess.
Thank you. I did really good.
Oh my
what's
God.
the test you take where they see how well you know, like, context
The
clues?
SAT?
Yeah, I did really well with the context clues part.
Okay.
But that was probably the only part. Because I'm good with words. But,
The context clues.
yeah, I was so good at context clues. I'll just be making shit up with them. But so you've never... Okay, can I ask you a more personal question?
What is more personal than what you've already asked me? Ever.
So much.
Okay. Then I'm scared, but yes.
Well, you don't have like a thing you call Houston?
No. I've talked to you about this. I can't figure out a nickname for him.
But I mean, like, when you and Houston are like having your adult time, you're not like quiet as a mouse, sir, please, no talking.
No.
You don't say anything?
No.
You don't say like, good game.
Yeah, I smack his ass at the end and I go, great work.
Well, we know that's not true.
No, I don't like to talk about this. I don't.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm too.
Because luckily we have Houston here. Houston, come on in.
What about you?
Well, no, the answer would be no, but I would tell you if the answer was yes.
Okay.
I would. If I was having sex with someone,
what would it be?
I would like verbalness.
Like you'd be like Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. Like what would you call them?
Yes, I would quote skits from other TV shows, not this one, and that's what I would do.
Okay, what do you think you'd say, or would it depend on the person in the moment?
Yeah, it depends on what that person was into. But if I was having sex with someone and they didn't say anything, I'd be like, are you mad?
Oh, yeah.
I would
do
not
always
like
think
that.
everyone's
I'd be like,
mad at me.
Say something. You know what I mean? I'd be like, are you still there? I'd texting like, are you ghosting me?
What's your favorite thing about me?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I would be like, what the fuck are you not talking for? You don't see me?
You don't see me? You're not here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm okay with answering that question.
Okay. No, I know. We just heard it.
What else can I answer? Yeah, I don't think I would be. Yeah, I think it'd be way weirder to not say anything than to say something. Says so you. Well, I guess you don't want to say, but I just think it'd be weird for you to be like doing a bunch of stuff to someone to pleasure them, and then be like stone cold silent. You don't want like a. Fuck yeah.
I'm texting. I'm scrolling on Instagram.
You're doing business.
I'm doing business. I'm podcasting.
I never had any business to do before. But
Yeah. Right now.
I think that, so now you're just scheduling it.
I don't normally do Duolingo, but during that time, I do.
¿Cómo se dicho? I don't know what that is. That's not even a thing. I can say, tu cara de elefante muy ofende.
What's that mean?
Your elephant face offends me.
Oh my God.
My
Why?
manager at Mac taught me that. She's Puerto Rican. I loved her.
That's so
and she
funny.
taught me a bunch of like offensive things. Like I can say, cállate, no me hables.
What does that mean?
Shut up talking to me.
Oh, that's good.
But I didn't learn anything like helpful.
One time when I was in Germany, I was with my friend Phil, who's German, and we were at this like liquor tasting, a schnapps place that like had all these different flavored schnapps. And he told me I wanted to try this like spearmint schnapps. So he like told me how to say in German to ask to say that. And I said exactly what he told me to. And the woman looked at me like I was like
What'd you say?
Ted Bundy. Like she was fucking horrified. And she just pretended not to hear me and walked away. And I was like, that's so fucking rude. Like what is going on? And Phil and his friend were laughing so hard. And I said something. He never told me what it was because he said it was so offensive that if I knew what I said, I'd never speak to him again. So I don't know.
Does anyone have this on video?
No.
Damn.
No. No. God, no. I just know
we
that I
can't even research it?
No. I just know I said something awful and I didn't even know it.
What do you think it was? Like if you had context clues, what do you think
I think it must have been like a bukkake thing or something like
she might have been like into that.
I don't know. I think it was something very offensive because she reacted like oh my God.
What if you told her, like, I think you're really beautiful and I'd like to go to dinner?
But I don't think she would have reacted that way
You know how she felt about you.
Okay, but I'm not like a two-headed monster.
Well,
like,
no, but maybe she was old school and she just didn't like the idea of lesbianism.
Okay, yeah, maybe I said that.
That's not what you said. That's what she did.
Yeah, maybe I said I really like you and I'd like to take you to dinner. That sounds exactly
what
I said.
Story. You should tell them the Drew Barrymore show. She would love that.
I've never watched a Drew Barrymore show.
Well, you better get on where you get on because it's great. She's iconic.
Iconic.
Okay. Oh, wait. There's more.
Okay.
Okay, this is something else that tells me I need to know about you as my friend. What is your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory is one time we were in elementary school. I was young. I think I was in like first grade.
You were young in elementary school?
I think I was in first grade. And we were playing in the backyard. It was just like a regular, like boring, long summer day. And
boo! Kids hate those.
I do. You get bored. It's like
fucking regular long
God. Summer. And my parents were. So we had this amusement park in Pittsburgh called Kennywood, which was this like really fun amusement park. Like it was
fun.
I loved it. It was like wooden roller coasters.
What was your favorite part of Kennywood?
Okay. So my sister and I were playing. We were like making mud pies in the backyard, and my mom and
Kennywood.
No, and my mom and dad were talking, and we overheard them saying, "Hey, what should we do today?" And going to Kennywood was like a big deal. Like it was like And stop ruining this memory. Is that why you asked this, to ruin a memory?
No, this is kind of it comes. You know how that is.
So I overheard my parents and they said, "Hey, what should we do today?" And my dad was like, "You know what? Maybe we should go to Kennywood." And my mom was like, "Yeah, that's a really good idea." And Kate and I like lost our shit. Like we were so excited. And then we went to Kennywood for the day, and that was like my favorite.
That's your favorite memory?
Yeah.
Capitalism.
God, you're just like a constant feedback. You're constantly.
It's truly like honestly, it's a little bit of a curse. It's hard for me too.
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
It's not like I want to be this way.
Right. You're born that way.
It's a burden that not all can carry.
Right. Thank God you were doing it. God gave you a harder battle because you're stronger.
Well, we couldn't give it to you. You'd nap through it.
I know.
You napping through the battle is very funny. Okay, so that was your favorite childhood memory.
What's yours?
My favorite childhood memory was not having to buy my own clothes.
That's not a memory. I'm talking about a specific memory.
Okay. When I was 13, I had a share birthday party, and we all drove around on four-wheelers and played tag.
Oh, that's so fun.
And all my friends, I remember very, very vividly that my friends, all the letters I got that year were like, "We've never been to a share birthday."
What made it share? Like, what did you do?
Everything was share. I only asked for share themed presents.
Okay.
I had a share cake.
Share themed four-wheelers?
Oh, yeah. My mom put tinsel on them and everything.
Oh.
Like the turn back time dress. We had a share cake. My mom made up names. My dad and them made up names for like the share dogs and all that stuff. We listened to share music. We listened to Turn Back Time and Half Breed to the point where like I'm surprised people still stayed.
Yeah.
I performed Cher. I got stung by a bee.
Oh.
Not Cher related, but I'm sure she's had that.
I'm sure she's been stung by a bee.
Of course.
Yeah, you're a method
So yeah,
actress.
that was a lovely memory.
That is a great memory.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very good for me.
Do you feel like you know me better now? I feel
no.
like I know you like the back of my hand.
I don't think you're that familiar with the back of your hand.
I'm not. I do have one freckle on it.
Okay, this is the last one they said that is really important to know about your friends.
Okay.
And it also the title of this is Your Sometimes Funny Friends, which I don't know if there's a difference in that, but what is your bucket list? What are your like 3 things on your bucket list?
I want to travel for like a full 6 months.
Like the last 6? Like when they give you the like, do you think you're gonna be on like one of those movies where you have 6 months?
No, I want to like eat, pray, love myself. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to like I want to like do a whole. That's like on a bucket list to like live abroad for a period of time.
Something white girls do.
I don't know how not to be a white girl. Like
Good.
I would like to not be. I don't know what to tell.
Skin.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not proud of it. I don't love it.
There's no shame in being who you are.
I'm playing the hand I was dealt. Like this is everything.
And it was 2 French manicured hands.
Everything
that you're playing with.
Okay, so I can't help it. Okay,
Who can?
What else would I bucket list? Oh man.
I hope people like you being distraught by comments as much as I do, because it's a big
so
theme of our podcast.
irritating. I can't.
It's so
so
funny to me.
like I am emotionally exhausted by the end of these.
Well, I've heard that before too.
Give me. I'm ignoring everything you say that I don't like from now on.
Oh my God, you and my mom would get along.
Okay.
My mom is like, that's my mom says that.
Yeah.
Not really, mom. She's gonna be so mad that I said that. My mom's a great person, guys.
Of course
I'm sorry.
She is. She raised
my
you.
mom's gonna be like, listen, I heard what you said
That's
about me.
not how your mother talks.
That's how she talks in this memory.
Okay.
She said,
you have the right to change reality.
Don't I know it? Mm-hmm. She said, I heard what you said about me on the podcast, and I did not like it. You know I love and support you. And I'm like, I know, Mama, it was a joke. Well, people don't know it's a joke. And I said, Mom.
Right. Well, your mom's watching
and
it.
then she goes, have you watched this show on television?
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay. What are your bucket lists?
Did you give 3?
I'm thinking.
Okay. I would want to not Eat, Pray, Love. I would want to see Wicked with the original cast. I want them to get the fuck back together for me before
that is literally on your bucket list.
That's a Make-A-Wish.
Okay.
I would want... everyone can get those, right? Right?
You could get one, yeah.
Okay. I want to see the original cast because, like, I mean, what are we doing? I want to...
That's just Adina and Kristen, right?
You think that's the whole cast? They played every character?
Well, what I'm saying is, who are the other characters that you would?
You're not going to be there. It's for me.
Okay.
I don't remember. I want to do that.
But it's a taller order to say the entire original cast. If you just said the 2 original stars,
the entire original cast is not my fault. I wasn't old enough to go then.
But you don't even know who they were. It doesn't.
That's not the point. The magic of the album that I've listened to was created from the original Broadway cast. So how can I expect the same magic to be recreated by others? I don't want a new take. I want the take I got.
Okay, go on.
So I want to do that.
Okay.
The second, I almost said Make-A-Wish. Bucket list. The second bucket list that I would do would be I want to spend a day with Dolly Parton.
Oh, that's great.
Eating, baking pies, talking about, Old Yeller.
Does she have a connection to Old Yeller?
She has a connection to everything. Okay. She's Dolly Parton. Mm-hmm. I want to, spend that time with her. That would be really important. And I would like to take my mom on a trip to Italy.
That's a great... I was just going to say, take my parents on a trip like that would be great.
Sounds like you weren't going to say it, then I said it.
No, I was. I thought about it right before you said it.
It's weird you just thought about your parents and I thought about mine the whole time.
Wait, it's kind of sad to me that I don't have a bucket list. Like,
I don't have a bucket list either. I just made that up.
Well, I know, but you had things to say. Like, I don't even have things to say. I think I'm so... So if someone said to you right now, what is your dream job? Go.
I want to be an entertainer.
What does that mean?
I would want to do...
Guess what you're already doing? You entertain me all the time.
I would like our podcast to be successful. I would love a talk show. I would love to be on a talk show. Okay, I would love to do a reality show. I would love to be I would do anything that involves like playing characters, doing characters, talking about story. I want to do anything that like entertains people like that. I don't know how I don't want to say like this one version of it, but I would like to do all those things.
Because it's taken me a really long time to figure out what I want to do. Like if someone's like, what's your dream job? If a genie came down and said, what's your dream job? I'd be like, like I wouldn't be able to. But I think if we were co-hosts on it, if we were like Michael and Kelly or Ryan and Kelly.
Or everyone and Kelly.
Right? That'd be so fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this is.
Right. All right. But for no money and...
Yeah. And that's how Kelly started too, I'm sure.
She started on a soap opera.
For no money, probably.
I don't know.
I've heard everyone works for free.
That's true.
You're
lucky.
Listen, oh, this is a weird question.
Okay.
If you were looking for me, where would you know you could find me?
Like at work.
It's really fucking disrespectful.
Why? It's not.
So let me tell you where I could find you.
Asleep.
I could find you.
Yeah.
In the antacids aisle of any Walgreens.
That's not true.
You bubble gut bitch.
Because I have only if I had run out.
And you would definitely run out.
It's not rude to say you could find someone at work.
Yeah, but it's also not creative or fun.
We've, I think, established in the past 6 episodes that I don't have that kind of brain.
That's not true. You quit saying that about yourself. You are funny. You are smart.
But I'm just saying,
you are intelligent. You are so clever.
The first thing
you're quick. You're fast. We live, laugh, love you. And if you don't start getting on Team Emily, you're about to be on Team not on this podcast today.
But what I'm saying is when you say something like that, my first reaction is like a left brain reaction, which is like, oh, I'd go to work or I'd go home to their home. You know what I mean? Like that's, but the antacid aisle is funnier.
How would you find the I would be at?
I know where it is.
You just tell everyone?
I didn't say it out loud. The
they
California.
didn't hear
I
you?
said the California one.
That's not true. I go to different ones, so they wouldn't.
Every time?
Yeah,
That's not true.
that is true.
I'm gonna follow you around one day.
I tell you all the time.
You didn't.
Yeah, I just go to one more often than the other. Anyways,
I saw when I was in Dallas. I saw a T-shirt that said "Dallas is the new Calabasas," and I almost threw up.
Dalabasas?
No, it said
How about
Dallas.
you dial it back some?
It said Dallas is the new Calabasas.
What's your... Oh, this is a loaded question. What are your biggest pet peeves?
I feel like I get more annoyed by things I do than what other
Okay,
people
well, I'll
do.
tell you one of mine.
Okay.
Paper fucking straws. What are we... I understand. I want to save the earth. I love the environment.
I know.
I have fake straws. Don't look at these. These are Emily's. I have glass straws. I carry a
Metal
straw in my
straw.
bag.
Yeah.
Which I guess I definitely could have used today. I do all that. I've done the work. I would honestly, I would rather there just be a straw at every fucking store I could buy separately
Right.
than you to give me a paper
Right.
straw.
The mush straw.
What about the avocado pit straws? Those are
Yeah,
nice.
those are nice.
There are other straws.
I don't like the pasta
what
straws
are
either,
we
though.
doing with these paper straws? I can't even get through 3-4 sips before it has disintegrated and I'm chewing it up.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't think it's fair that I have to use a paper straw and Jeff Bezos gets to, like, fly to space.
Yeah, and obviously
Do you know what I'm
everything
saying?
rich people do is fair.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we should have
course.
started with the straws.
Have you ever seen when you're driving through like LA and there's like, don't water your grass? I don't have a fucking yard. Put
Yeah,
these
yeah,
signs
yeah,
in
yeah,
Calabasas, crackhead.
Yeah,
Who are
yeah.
you telling down
Yeah.
here? I don't have a yard.
Yeah.
I'm not watering shit.
Right. It's just wild to me that, like, that's what we're, like, focus on, like, private jets. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take my straw away because Kylie Jenner flies
Or
around.
just make a better straw. Put more money into making my straw better.
Okay.
Like, I'm okay with us having better environment straws. We should.
Yeah.
But like the paper ones, I don't know who's co-signed that.
I know.
I don't know who was like, this is working out great.
Right.
I don't even know a person who loves the environment that is like, I love paper straws.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah.
work for
No,
anyone.
yeah.
I bet Greta's out there like, this is the one thing
I know.
I need to get my hands on.
I know.
Like,
even the turtles are like, guys.
yeah,
this is-
the
we don't
turtles
need to
are
do
like, the
this.
turtles are using all the other straws for their own.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
they've made like crowns out of them. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
rude.
yeah. Yeah. All right, paper straws is a real good pet peeve. I thought you meant like about other people.
I could do one of those too. I hate whenever you first meet someone and they want
They talk to you?
that for sure, the audacity. But I hate when you first meet someone and you're talking to them and they like start touching you like, while you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
it's
like
presumptuous.
talking as if like you've already made a big. I was like, you know, we have not connected.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
don't
know
touch
you
me.
know that we're not friends
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
Like let's conversation. Or they're like,
It can be a way to,
they
like-
talk really close to you.
It can
like
be
this.
a way to force intimacy. Like,
Not
it
with
can
me.
be a way.
It's
They
forcing
might
me
want
away.
to be better friends with you, so they're touching
who
you a lot.
doesn't?
That's true. One of my biggest pet peeves is people not being aware of other people. Like, that drives me nuts.
Like when you set your bag in a chair.
Or when you stand in the middle of a doorway.
Oh, when you stand in front of an escalator at a mall.
Right. Or
Why are you having a family reunion in front of this escalator?
I just don't understand your lack of knowledge or awareness of other
when
people.
people walk into a store and they go, "Is there anybody here working?"
Right. Or
Girl, you see them working,
Right.
bitch. Nobody's gonna run up to you and lick your toes.
Or when you eat gross food on an airplane, like when you
Oh,
eat like
that
a
doesn't really
hard.
bother me because-
When you eat
Let
a
me
hard.
tell you
It's
why
a-
it doesn't
but it's
bother
no,
me.
it's the same thing as what I was standing in front of an escalator.
No.
You're not thinking about the fact that your tuna fish
No.
is making everybody else miserable.
I understand what you're saying and I get it, but also a lot of the things that people decide are gross or bad are like ethnic or things that people don't like. Like it's very like it's weird to be like you can't eat this, and it's like well maybe that's something that they eat often. Like it's weird because I don't like.
Don't eat
you
it on
can't
a
enjoy
plane.
it.
Drink water.
But that's like that doesn't matter. What if all they had was tuna? I don't really care about that.
No,
My
I
thing
don't
is
like
just,
that.
I can suffer.
It
through
makes
that.
me nauseous. Like a hard-boiled egg on an airplane,
I would-
no fly list.
I would much be. If I saw someone be like, you can't eat that on a plane, I'd be like, what a piece of shit. I'd be way more on the side of the person that had the tuna salad.
No. Oh my God. Then we're not meant to be. This is over. I can't.
Well, maybe you'll learn.
No,
maybe
I'm
I'll
not learning.
learn.
It's disgusting. It's so rude to other people.
I mean, I guess if you're really offended by people's need to eat.
But it's just there are like
I also
okay,
don't
it's
think
like
tuna
fish.
smells
It's
bad.
a fish in the microwave at work.
I
Like
also
that's
don't
not
care
an
about
ethnic
that.
thing.
I just don't care about that. Like,
Well,
I
aren't
just-
you better than I
No,
am?
that's not what I'm saying. It's just like that would not bother me. I would be like, it's almost like when people, you know how people are always like, shopping carts, leaving your shopping carts out, your fucking shopping carts. Like,
I think that's rude.
Yeah, I used to think that was rude too. I was really like, fuck this is so rude. And I sometimes do think the people that are doing it are rude.
Yeah.
But I also was like, you know what? I have to also be aware of like, some people maybe are like very elderly and they can't get it back. Some people maybe have.
They got it out.
Maybe have some people have. That's not true. They're by the door. That's like, you know, maybe some people like have like kids that and they're alone. They have them in the car and they can't take
there's
them back.
I don't think there's any excuse because
there totally is.
You can just put
Especially
it aside.
Because I know how hard it was. Like if my dad was alone shopping, which he couldn't get that cart back.
Right, but that's because he doesn't go shopping alone.
Right, but that's not me. That's because he has the option not to. What if he was alone?
What I'm just saying,
that's what
like,
I'm saying. I had to also be like, there's also a reason.
You have to be aware, like, people leaving. Someone has to do it. People leaving shit for someone else to do is so irritating to me.
It totally is, and I agree. I think it's irritating too, but I can't blanket everyone that does it as being some way. So I had to like retrain myself to not be
right.
Like,
And maybe
this piece of shit.
Maybe 1 out of 100 times that's the case, but you could still put it aside, or you don't have to leave it in the fucking middle of the spot.
That's totally different. I think most people like put them to the side if they're doing something like that. But I'm just saying, like, I had to like I was really big on that. I was like, these fucking motherfuckers. But then I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, there has to be reasons as well as there's always two sides to something, you know, for the most part. So I kind of let that go, but I also fucking hate it. So I agree with that. What? I'm just
You're just so enlightened.
I'm not enlightened. That's just my opinion. We're allowed to have different opinions.
No, we're not.
Haven't I heard? Well, I'm starting my 4th podcast.
4th time's a charm.
Soon I'll be able to say what I want. It's. Do you have a favorite? Okay, here's another question it has for you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Putting carts away for other people.
Yeah, that's going to be I'm going to devote my life to that. This is another like question about that I don't like the same genie.
So do you want to give us a list of approved questions? Like we're just going to.
No, I'm not saying I don't want to answer it. I'm saying I don't have I'm bummed because I don't have an answer. In 5 years, I'd like to be like financially set.
Nailed it.
I'd like to be close to my family. I'd like
sewn together or just like
sewn together, conjoined
human
twins.
Centipedes.
And I'd like to be doing something for work that I enjoy doing, that is making me money.
I have very big, vague plans.
Yeah, I mean, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like sitting at an Arby's? Like I don't know. Do you have a specific?
In 5 years, I see us doing this podcast once a week consecutively in a studio. I see us going on tour.
Okay.
With the podcast. I see us attending events that we've talked about we wanted to go to. I see us financially stable. I see us being able to create other venues of entertainment through this podcast. I see me going on more vacations with friends and without.
But you see that or you want that?
I can see it in my head.
Great. I want that.
I mean, all I do is just, pretend in my head. It's still fake, but I'm seeing it. It's just fake. It's a fake vision.
No.
But that's,
If you build it, they will come.
Wow.
Field of Dreams.
Or any bukkake porn.
Oh, my God. We talked about that a little bit on the last podcast.
It's like our new... Should we make merch?
Nope.
Should we make merch that says, like my target's up here? Or something, something different.
You don't want it. Yeah. Oh, you have... Wait, are you going to tell about your merch? You have merch coming out.
Oh, no, I'll tell them later. So, cliffhanger, you know how it is.
Yeah, cliffhangers are great.
So this is a different topic I wanted to ask you about. I know you prep stuff, but I want to go first.
That was a direct dig.
It wasn't a dig. It was like a little... It was like a little... I just threw some dirt.
Yeah.
Okay, this is different This is a list of different types of people that they say everyone dates at some point in their life.
Okay.
And I want to see if you've dated all these people.
Okay.
The first one is the older one. This is someone who is at least 8 to 15 years older than you.
No.
You've never dated an older one?
I really date either my age or like 2 years younger.
Well, you're made for Hollywood. Oh, you said 2?
Yeah.
I thought you said 12.
No.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is why you haven't made it.
Mm-hmm.
Slash me. So you haven't done the older one.
No.
Is that because you just aren't attracted to older people, or because you've never met an older person that was attracted to you, or what do you
That
think?
and I just like
That.
I'm not around. I'm not around
That
them.
right there.
I'm
That
not.
was that.
I'm not around them. Like I don't know where to find
I don't
them.
go to nursing homes. I don't go to boot scoot and boogies. You think I'm playing bingo with the daddies? No.
Also, like if someone's 10 years younger than I am, I'm like, we're twins. If someone's a year older, I'm like, hello, grandpa. Like I treat them like an elderly geriatric. Like I think I just never gave off that vibe of like
We're twins.
I'm so emotionally underdeveloped.
So you haven't.
So
done the
no older one, no.
What about the workaholic? Have you dated the workaholic, the person who is, according to this, the prize is never you; it's always the job. That's a bold fucking statement to put in an article.
No, because I haven't had many
'Cause you watched
adult
Divorce Bride.
boyfriends. I haven't had many
Okay,
adult.
you have to, the wording you're using for all this.
Why? I'm just saying.
I only date people very young. I've never had any adult boyfriends.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God, you're right. I'm putting myself in jail. I mean, I
I
haven't.
said, this is how all podcasts end. Girl.
I haven't had many boyfriends as an adult myself. I haven't had many adult relationships. Like I had a high school boyfriend, 2 college boyfriends, and like 2 boyfriends as I was a grown woman, you know, and they were also of the age of consent. But so no, I never dated a workaholic because I was either young and no one had jobs.
Were you ever the workaholic?
No, I'm not a big.
I also want to
I'm
know
not
which one of these you think you are.
I'm not a big workaholic. I'm the older one because
Oh
my
my
boyfriend.
God, we've only been through 2.
My boyfriend is 8 years younger
but that's
than
for
I am.
him. You haven't always been the older one. You've only dated younger men.
No, my age or like a year or
so
2
you weren't
younger.
always the older one.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever dated the one who's still well, it might be currently. Have you ever dated the one that still parties like college days?
I did in New York. I dated a guy that was like still a frat boy.
Oh, I didn't think of frat. But I guess we had different college experiences.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like Houston's a fun time guy.
He's fun, but not like he goes out and has fun, but that
Yeah,
doesn't.
but he has very like young energy like that. Like
But
he
it's
seems
not
like
like-
he seems like you could be
No,
able to like.
but I feel like that is like a college days is like a derogatory. But
Oh, I don't think that's derogatory. I just think it means like they're not like we can only go to dinner, we can only do this. Like I feel like there's someone who can like go do karaoke or go to a bar, or do shots or hang out or go here.
But
or
it's
go
not
to 2 bars
in like a sad way. Like it's like in a fun way.
Yeah, it didn't feel sad to me.
Oh, that kind
interpreted
of
the
question.
question differently.
Yes, we did.
And that's psychology. Mm-hmm. The rebounder.
What is it? Give me the.
The rebounder is the person you date in a relationship after you've broke up with. I don't know why you don't know what a rebound is.
I'm saying, I dated someone coming out of a relationship?
Well,
or
yeah,
they
these are
dated
either or.
me and
Have you ever been the rebound, or have you ever date like who did you have the rebound date? Yeah, the person that you date immediately after a big breakup.
No, because I wallow in breakups for a really long time.
How long do you say?
I like 2
Like if you dated
years.
someone for 3 months, how long would you wallow?
A year, probably.
Huh.
Yeah.
You take it to full term. Mm-hmm.
It's
Why
not
do you
good.
think that is?
I think because I have a hard time letting go in the past. I have a hard time of being rejected, and
Do you think that being broken up with is rejection?
yes.
Really? Mm-hmm. You don't think it's like
No, it is. Like I know objectively it is, you know, because I've seen it with other people where it's like it just hasn't been a match or someone else wasn't in the right headspace or da-da-da. But my go-to thought is like, if I were good enough, if I were pretty enough, if I were smart enough, if I were this or this or this or that, they wouldn't have rejected me. So that feels personal.
That's my go-to thing too, but we shouldn't do that.
No, I know we shouldn't, but we shouldn't do a lot of things.
Smack myself right on the hand. Okay, the friend. Have you ever? You love this topic.
Okay.
Have you ever dated the friend?
Yes, my boyfriend right now and I were very good friends before we dated.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I just feel like.
Oh, and he was my coworker. The next one is the
Oh
coworker.
my God! What are you? You're a bad guest.
I've dated 2
You're
coworkers.
supposed to say I'm not a guest. Remember, we're equals.
I'll
stick up for you.
Thank you.
Benton, shut the fuck up. She's the co-host. Thank you, Benton. So the coworker. Have you dated the coworker? Obviously, yes. You were in that question.
And I dated a coworker before this.
What a damn.
I wish I was your lover.
Work, huh?
Yeah.
Have you dated the ex, or have you been the ex that someone went back to?
Have I played around in a garbage disposal? Yes, I have. I dated a guy that I went to college with, and then sort of dated him on and off when I lived in New York, and it was awful.
If you had a dick, what would you put it in?
A vice.
Really?
I don't know. I've never thought about that.
Well, think about it now.
Put it back up me because I don't want one.
Yeah, but if you had one, like say you woke up like it was one of those movies, where like, my like hot
Yeah.
chicks,
Yeah.
or something, and then you all of a sudden you had a dick. Would you like? What was the first thing you did with it?
I'd think it was so weird to have like another limb, like another thing growing out, like another.
What about your outie belly button?
I don't have an outie, I have an innie.
Well, you ruined that joke.
I think the first thing I'd do is like slap it on my thighs.
Oh, you do the back and forth.
Yeah, because I'd be like, this is crazy.
So you're thinking you have a big dick.
Well, I just move it back and forth. Like I'd stretch it. Like I'd be like, what is, you know what I mean?
You never. Okay. So what would you wouldn't like put it in like something,
like a pot pie? No.
Yeah, that's a thing. People we put it in watermelons, all kinds of shit.
Watermelons.
Yeah, they heat them up and they fuck the melon.
Oh God, I did not know. Hold on, I had to move my foot. I did not know that.
Learning how to use the chair. So you be.
I would
have
just.
a bigger plan
I'd feel like it'd be like waking up with like a unicorn horn. You know what I mean?
That's what men think.
You know.
Okay, so say you woke up and you were like a boy. You woke up. You were the man. She's the man.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like. Or no, say you get to. Okay, here, better question.
Okay.
You're waking up.
Could there be a better question?
I know my journalistic skills. Who knows? You're waking up in the body of a famous man, and you get to live their life. Who would it be?
I think like Leonardo DiCaprio.
What the fuck?
Just because he's always on a
really young women.
He's just always on a boat. Like, no, is that not good?
No, answer this and do not say Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, let's try again. Who would you want to wake up and be?
Barack Obama.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Can you answer this question on our text message, please?
Okay. So we're podcasting right now. We're not pizzaing because also first of all, we need to let the good people go because it's been over an hour.
So, okay, the last thing we need to talk about, and are you ready for this?
Are you ready for it? Wait,
you didn't answer my question.
What? What would I do with a dick? I'd cry my eyes out.
That's honestly, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
So you would have gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
Oh. That would be hard. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Okay, this is the last question of this podcast. I'm sorry that I talked over all of your questions.
Oh, I know. I did have a bunch of them. I was itching to ask him. I had questions prepared
for I promise next time you can go. And I won't do this again. I promise. So sorry. But the last question, which I'm gonna handle. I know that you had something. Is if you could redo one moment, just one in your life, what would you redo? What decision? And how do you think redoing that decision would affect your life now?
Jesus Christ, Benton.
I don't know why you're surprised.
I mean, there are so many because I feel like my life is a mess because of a million little decisions, not one big one.
But you get to pick only one. Okay, we can't just give you what you want because you're being, crappy.
I would not have left SNL probably.
Really?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because I miss it and it was a really cool place to be.
And how do you think your life would be different now if you didn't leave?
I might still have a job. I'd still be in New York, which I actually wouldn't like because I like LA better. Or no, you know what? Maybe what I'd do is I would give the entertainment industry like a real solid try. Like I wouldn't pussyfoot around it and like be an assistant and be a this. Like I'd actually
Well, you're doing that now.
Right, but I mean, I wish I'd done it earlier.
But there is no earlier.
That's true.
Even in this question where I asked you to pick an earlier time.
Yeah. You have the right to be the opposite of what you just said.
Yeah, there is no
What
earlier,
about you?
And you're perfectly on time right where you are.
What about you?
People like things like that.
They do. I take it too seriously. What about you?
Oh, if I could go back and change one thing, I would probably go back to when I was like in like, I don't know, like the 3rd or 4th grade. And I would just like, and if I'm assuming I get to like, I know that I'm restarting it, right?
Right.
That's my question, so I do.
Okay.
And I would be like, just do it. Just do what the fuck you want to do. Like, stop worrying about stupid things like how you stand or talk or walk or sit or move. I would be like, get over it. Like, just do whatever. And I just think, but then, you know, I also was like, will that change me now? Would I be like,
probably
some psycho, you know?
No.
Who's like, I do whatever I want. Like,
yeah. I
know?
also wish I'd gone abroad for a year. Like, I wish I'd studied abroad. I didn't do that, and I think that would have made me like more independent and like, you know, not someone that calls her mommy 10 times a day.
Yeah. I would have kissed abroad.
All right, everyone. That's our time.
Okay, we love you. It's
we
nice
love
to
you.
Be nice.
Nice to be nice.
Nice to be nice.